What's up, North County? Welcome back to the Morning Brew. We have been off for a couple weeks because producer Eric has been traveling the world. But with me this morning, I have our guest host. I have Melissa Hayden with 5-Star Rain Gutters.
What's up, North County? Thanks for having me back, Randy.
Yeah, what's up, North County? That's what it's all about. Is what's up?
What's up?
The whole idea is when we're going to start doing prizes to where when people see us out and they have to go, what's up? Remember that?
What's up? Gosh, with the ghost face mask. What's up?
Yeah. What's up? So what's happening?
Not much. It rained.
I can't. And thunder and lightning.
I was in bed. I didn't even know. I was like, oh my gosh.
Literally, me and my wife are sitting there watching a show, and all of a sudden, it's almost like somebody turned like with their headlight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like quick. I'm like, okay. Then it did it again a little while later, and she's like, what was that lights? I said, I think it's lightning. But it was just like a real quick, like a flash, like somebody took a picture or something.
David had said like all day, he's like, they're talking about thunderstorms. And I'm like, what? And then I looked at the weather forecast and it was supposed to start raining at 11 o'clock last night. And I'm like, it's supposed to rain. And he's out umpiring at Barney Schwartz. He does umpiring and scorekeeping for the adult softball. Okay. And so, they're all out playing, and I'm just like,
oh my gosh,
it's supposed to rain.
But we're at the beginning of June and it's raining. So, and then of course, then the weather yesterday was gloomy.
Right.
Even Sunday wasn't overly hot.
Cleo had a softball tournament in Morro Bay. So we spent Friday night, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday in Morro Bay because we had softball. And it was cold. I mean, Morro Bay is cold. It doesn't get overly hot. And it did, like, the fog didn't even go anywhere until like 1 o'clock. And then the sun was out, and you're like, okay, it's 1. Like, it's been cold until now.
Right.
So I wasn't in, like, North County very much because of this tournament. But, yeah, yesterday was kind of gloomy. The second graders at Templeton had their Living Wax Museum show yesterday. So they're all outside, all these kids, and it's freezing. It's windy, and we're all like, oh my gosh, these poor kids. And Cleo, didn't have a jacket because of her costume. And later she's like, I wish I'd worn a jacket. I'm like, you did. It was 45 minutes. You're fine.
Right. You ain't gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you never know. Nowadays you don't even know what the weather is going to be like.
No.
So it's like supposed to be real. It's supposed to be in the 60s all week long, maybe get up to the 70s on the weekend, which, I'm not bitching at all because the alternative to that is it's 105 and humid.
Yeah, and 100 degrees. Like, unless you have a newer house, a lot of these older model homes don't have AC. So then you're just hot.
Right.
And then the kids, summer is starting and the kids want to go do stuff and it's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Like there's no escaping 100 degrees to go do stuff with your kid.
Nope. Kids get out there, get acclimated to the heat.
Oh, yeah.
So
let's go to the ravine. Our feet are burning.
Right.
It's great.
Well, so we want to welcome back Eric. Eric, welcome back.
Hey, welcome. I feel welcome.
Yeah, well, you should. You were lollygagging around America and Africa and wherever else. Where the hell did you go?
Africa. That's all I went.
You went to, but you went to different parts of Africa, right?
I went to Ethiopia, which was fun. No. And then I went to Tanzania and Kenya, man, and it was a great time.
Nice. And you went out and did some sightseeing, saw some lions, saw some tigers.
Bears.
Elephants. Did you see any rhinos?
Yeah, dude. I got to see 4 rhinos. So,
really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was awesome.
And some giraffes?
Lots of giraffes, man. Me and Wyatt actually got to get out of the truck and chase some giraffes. It was pretty funny.
Wow.
It's great, man.
So anyways, welcome back. So we're, now that he's back, we can get back to business here.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea. So we've got a lot of stuff happening. We're coming off of a high, broadcasting the Sheriff Rodeo, which, that was super huge. We were able to really, display this rodeo across the nation. There was a huge rodeo going on in Vegas, College Rodeo, that the kids and parents were, the kids that were participating there obviously weren't at the Sheriff Rodeo. but they're watching it on a live feed in Vegas, the sheriff rodeo, while they're at their own rodeo.
That's so cool.
It was pretty cool. We were pretty stoked about it. I know we had viewers from all over the nation. Our sponsors, got a lot of play on that, because our sponsorships were rolling the whole time during all the different events, and we wanted to do something a little different, but it was so fluid. The announcer just kept it going.
Yep.
So it was pretty wild.
I didn't know that we lived in an area that rodeo was so big. And now with Cleo playing softball, all of these girls, all these young 8-year-old girls compete.
Oh, nice.
So she is like, I want a rodeo. And I'm like, you're too old now, right? Like, she can get into it. But these girls have been competing since they were 4, like winning medals and training their horses. And I'm like, and it's huge in where we are at.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea. I couldn't even get Cleo horseback riding lessons for the 3 years that I tried. I couldn't, COVID was part of that, but there was just like nothing.
I think if you really wanted to get it, there's all kinds of different things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's such a cool sport. I just went down to the Santa Maria Rodeo last weekend, and it was sold out. And it's just a lot of locals, it was just really fun. Rodeo, in my opinion, is super fun. I grew up with it, with the industry that my family was in. We were always at the rodeos, and it was the Santa Maria Elks Rodeo was exactly the way that it was when I was 10, when I was 15, when I was 5. It's just that the clowns out there, talking to the announcer. Running around, having like a remote control collar out there chasing the bulls as they're it was just super entertaining. It's a really entertaining sport.
I have not been to a rodeo since high school, and it was the fair, so that's not like that was mostly bull riding, and I got to see Ty Murray ride, and that was like the one time that I've done anything that has to do with that, because I don't know anything about the sport, and I'm not exactly horse
sure, it's just amazing, who wants to jump on a 1,800 pound animal, and as it's trying to buck you off, want to ride that.
You want 8 seconds.
No way. No way. It's just so these, cowboys and cowgirls are just, they're just special athletes.
So we're learning, like Dave and I are talking to these parents, their kids rodeo. And so one of the moms is explaining the keyhole race. So then, of course, I have to look it up. Keyhole. It's a horse race. It's 4 seconds or less to ride 60 feet and back without touching a chalk line. That's what a keyhole race is. But I had to look that all up because she's like, oh, yeah, if you can't do a keyhole in 4 seconds, you shouldn't even compete. And we're like, what's a keyhole? So I went and looked it up. So, we're learning about it now.
Right.
But it's amazing the skill that these young athletes have. Like her daughter was competing at 4 and winning medals at 4, so now it's, their skills are better and they just ride in more competitions, from barrel racing, goats,
mutton busting. Mutton busting,
Yes.
that's a fun sport.
That's a fun sport, and it's so cute to see those little kids trying to get those sheep.
Right?
It's so cute.
Just hold on to it. I like the kids that come out riding it like a bull. There's a couple of them last year at the Creston Rodeo that came out strapped on like a bull, like they're going to ride a bucking bull, versus just, wrapping their arms around and holding on, as they fall underneath their neck.
But that's how the training starts, right? Like, they're so young, and, I don't know how many women bull riders there are, mostly men, so they're starting that young, learning how to have the grip and the leg strength to hold on. It's years and years and years of training, and that's where it starts, right? They're young and they're
well, surprisingly, there is a good amount of women bull riders.
That's great.
So we were actually, because with Premier Ag brought all the bulls and the bull riders in for the Sheriff Rodeo.
Okay.
So during that skit for the last month and a half, or pumping up, for the Sheriff Rodeo. There's gonna be bull riding. I was doing a lot of like, trying to pull pictures and videos and stuff like that. And I came across a lot of female bull riders, which, they're no joke.
No.
Anybody that rides an animal of any sort, even, like the dumb people like myself that would get on a pony, in somebody's pasture as I'm drinking beer, going, hey, I'm going to ride that. And then, they buck you up and you land. It hurts.
It hurts.
It doesn't matter how hard or how high the animal is or how big it is. You land on your head, it hurts.
Yeah.
So,
any kind of fall, you're like, ow. So, but the training, right? Like they started training super young, you know?
Yeah. It's a big business. It's a big business. You have to have a lot of commitment. You know, it's not like going out and starting a vehicle and then, letting it warm up and drive. This is a living, breathing, animal, that they got to nurture and
they have to take care of.
Yeah.
So, and horses are expensive on that one side, right? Like I'm going to let Cleo ride a horse. And then you're buying him a horse, tens of thousands of dollars, finding the right horse. Yeah. So it's a huge commitment for time, money, you know, because you're taking care of a horse. You're feeding him in the morning, you're feeding him at night, you're training him. And the same goes with the bulls, the sheep, all those things. They're all trained and taken care of for these athletes.
Yep.
It's an amazing thing that we have that here and that these young kids, whether their parents were into it or not, and they get the opportunity to try it.
Yeah.
I think that's the coolest. Like you go to a softball tournament and you've got these young boys with their fake bulls and they're roping.
Right.
They're like, I'm roping,
right. Yeah.
So neat. You're like that. It's so cool that they're practicing and that they take it so seriously and, yeah,
super fun. It's a fun. It's definitely a fun sport. We live in an awesome community. The North County, like I said, is always, it's just one of those areas that it's not California. The North County is not California, and we almost have to, explain like when I meet somebody, if we go out of state, it's like, hey, where are you from? I'm from California, and it's like, and they're like, you can kind of see, everybody goes,
right.
But it's like, hold on. I got to explain this. I'm going to start taking a video. I'm going to make myself a video. Just be like, hold on. Just can you watch this like 30-second video of where I live? But
I think when I talk to people, I don't necessarily say I'm from California. I'll be like, oh, I'm from the Central Coast.
I'm from Templeton.
I'm from Templeton. Well, where's that? Oh, we're 30 minutes from anywhere awesome.
Yeah, what was California's name before California? We're from Templeton, whatever that was called.
You don't even want to say the West Coast. You're like, we're from the Central Coast. That's this very own little.
We're from the third colony in Templeton, something like that.
Anything but
So cool thing. So I'm gonna have you draw a name right now.
Cool.
Okay, so
Everybody likes a winner.
Eric, should we go to a commercial first?
Let's do it.
You know what? Let's go to a commercial first, and then afterwards we're gonna draw a name because we have lots of prizes. We want to make What's Up North County super fun. I think we're giving away a full house gutter system. But no, just kidding. Your dad just went, what? No, so we're going to do a drawing when we get back, but right now we got to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors have been with us, such as you guys. We appreciate you guys, so we will be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Sponsors, guys. Again, we can't do this without you guys. We really, really appreciate that. We're a little offbeat today. I thought Lori was calling in at 7:50, but it's 7:45. So we are going to bring Lori Bryant, which we have not talked to in a couple weeks. We're going to have some amazing news stories. I'm pretty sure of this. Lori, good morning and welcome back.
Good morning. I was just following direction.
Yeah, I know. I completely forgot. I told Eric, I forgot. I jumped in the car this morning and I started heading towards my office because it's just been my normal routine for the last couple of weeks. And so I just completely forgot. It's like, oh, where am I going? It's like you get into this, rhythm and mode. But anyways, I forgot. I thought it was 7:50, but 7:45 works too.
Whatever you guys need, you just tell me. As long as I have coffee, we're set.
Right? Well, good morning. And we also have Melissa on the phone with us right now. Melissa, can you hear Lori too?
Yeah, good morning, Lori.
Oh, good.
Lori.
Lori?
Lori.
Uh-oh.
Lori.
We lost Lori.
We lost Lori.
Not good. She's our safety coordinator. We can't lose our safety coordinator. Lori? All right. Well, hopefully Lori will call
Hi,
back.
this is Dave Story.
So, but yeah. So we've got a lot of things going on. Speaking of the safety, they just had that big old safety fest last weekend, which we'll get into. But real quick, I think we should do a giveaway. So until Lori calls back, we're gonna do a giveaway. So we put out on Facebook, or I put on Facebook last week, which I completely forgot to steal the deal on and draw in a name. So we were drawing a name for a $25 gift certificate to Cool Hand Luke's. So Cool Hand Luke's was graciously enough, and gave us some gift certificates for the Sheriff Rodeo, which we didn't have the opportunity to use.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't really have our anticipated, communication during the rodeo,
Right.
what we thought. And because it flowed through. So we're going to utilize these right now and give them their kudos and their thank yous for their graciousness of giving that for us.
And it's Cool Hand Luke's. You can't go wrong with
Cool Hand
any
Luke-
meal there.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh. I mean, we probably go there too often.
Right.
Inexpensive
Yeah.
to have a meal. They have their steak and bake, which is like $19.99. You get a steak, you get a baked potato, you get, the fixings of that.
Right.
They have their happy hour all day, every day. You get bacon wrapped shrimp. You get loaded fries,
Their
$3.99.
salmon is the only thing I order on the menu. Is their salmon because it's so good.
But it's funny that it's like you sit there and think about some places that have steak, or I should say don't have steak.
Right.
There's so many restaurants that don't cook steak. It's like, am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong.
It's very bizarre. It's like we're down in Santa Maria. Have you ever been to Santa Maria's Elks Lodge down there?
I've been there for car shows.
Okay, so they have, and I wish I had some pictures, but we stopped in there before we went to the rodeo.
Okay.
And actually, first let's get to this. So I get off track.
We're gonna give away.
We're going to give away a $25 gift certificate to Cool Hand Luke's.
Are you sure?
Yes. And so this is what's up North County is all about. Is we have fun, we talk about North County, and we give away stuff. We want to give away stuff.
People like winning.
Yeah, people
prizes.
love giving. They love to get stuff.
Yeah.
So we have we put out a post, and we had 35 people that responded to it.
35. That's
So
great.
out of these 35 people, I've written every one of them down, which I'm going to stop doing. I got to have a better method. But we're going to give away a $25 gift certificate to the Paso Robles Cool Hand Luke's.
The anticipation's killing me.
I know,
Anticipation. Okay, so between 1 and 35, I need you to select a number.
17.
Ooh, 17.
Not right in the middle, but not like at the end.
17, we have Donnell Butler for winning a $25 gift certificate to Cool Hand Luke's in Paso Robles.
Awesome.
Right?
Congratulations, Donnell.
Yeah, thanks for, like I said, thanks for following us. Thanks for, communicating. Thanks for, engaging, and really that's what it's all about.
Right.
Is people got to engage. I looked on there. You're on there too. You're on number, where were you at? You were number 12.
Number 12. So David's birthday was that day.
Oh, really?
In that week. Yes. I had the end of May. I have 5 birthdays that all happened in a 3-day period. It's amazing.
Huh.
So, of course, we went to Cool Hand Luke's for one of those birthdays.
Well, cool. Well,
So,
Donnell Butler, thank you again for following What's Up North County. And you have a $25 gift certificate to Cool Hand Luke's, which we're going to get to Teresa at Airflow Filter Services. And guys, there's a lot of people that haven't picked up your prizes. You guys literally have 1 week left, and we're going to recycle those. So
go get your prizes.
Yeah, so that's where all of our prizes get picked up at Airflow Filter Services. They've got them there at the counter with your name on it. So when you guys win prizes, a hat, shirts, cars, whatever it is, you can pick them up at Airflow Filter Services, okay, in Paso Robles. So, but we're gonna start putting limits on those. So after 30 days, your prizes get recycled or consumed by the people that are hosting the shows.
Oh, okay.
Right? So yeah. But so we still don't have Lori, huh?
She's going to call back at 8.
Oh, call back at 8? Oh, nice. Okay. So so getting back to the barbecue and the steaks.
Right.
So Cool Hand Luke's, they have an amazing, steak
Yes.
option. They have their fillets, they have their top sirloins.
Yes.
They have these ribs, these baby back ribs. So good.
Okay.
So good. But the Elks Lodge in Santa Maria, they have this massive barbecue area. Inside the barbecue area is a bar. And their barbecue pit is so big, you can only cook fish on this part. You only cook chicken on this part.
Wow. Okay.
So, and when you walk in, that barbecue smell that you can't duplicate that smell of just oak wood
Right.
embedded into every piece of furniture, clothing that
Yes.
you possibly have. It's amazing. So we need one of those up here. We need something like that up here.
Yes.
So I don't know where, how, or what. We used to have McClintocks. They're
Right.
gone. We used to have AJ Spurs. They're gone. Right.
But you go to the Pig Iron. I haven't been there.
We've only been there once.
And
And that was, I don't even know if we ate. We had dinner, but we had their burgers. They had their,
Okay.
I think it was like a $15, burger.
okay.
But most of the time we go to drink.
Right.
Oh, it sounds bad, huh?
No, because don't they do like some mixes? Like all the restaurants have their own kind of alcohol. Like nobody makes the same kind of thing. So
Yeah, they're all kind of like that, drinks on fire, kind of like specialty
Yeah.
crafts and stuff like. I'm pretty basic. I'm just vodka, seltzer, and a lemon. I'm good. Just call me old fashioned.
when Santa Maria Brew was open, I'm a green tea shot girl, and they made the best one.
A what?
And then a green tea shot.
Green tea shot. What is
Yep.
that?
I don't know. It's delicious.
It's obviously has alcohol in it.
It does. So the first time I ever tried one was in Hawaii a couple of years ago. And I saw this guy making 30 shots. And I was like, what are you making? Like, I'm by myself at a bar because I'm the only one in Hawaii that day. And he's like, oh, I'm making a green tea shot. You want one? Yes. You made 30. I need one. Like, what is this?
Huh.
It was so good.
Now I got to Google this.
So then
green tea.
Santa Maria Brew opened, which is, we went there weekly. We went there once a week. I did not always drink because it was usually during work. I was having lunch, but I would go during nights, and we had our Christmas party there once. And I was like, green tea shot, thank you. And because they just made such a good one. And I haven't found it on any other menu.
Let's see. A green tea shot is a shot or shooter that is made up of Jameson Irish whiskey, peach schnapps, sour mixture, sour liqueur probably, and lemon lime soda.
Yes.
Huh.
I mean,
Oh, you got it right there.
picture. It's,
That.
I mean, yes, it is a shooter. I'm
That's
like
like a-
shot girl.
All right.
I don't drink beer. I drink cider, but I'm not like a beer girl.
Or shots.
So I eat shots.
So you're at the end of the bar, just say, all right, next shot, let's go.
Something like that.
All right, I like that.
So drinking around, there's not,
Well, that's awesome. Like I said, I mean, everybody loves shots. I love shots.
Yeah.
Especially, if they're somebody else pays for it.
Right.
I love those kind of shots.
So do you go to the loading chute? I mean, you're way out here.
Oh yeah, we are frequent to the loading chute and Long Branch.
Okay. Because the loading chute has their prime rib, which I've not ever had because there's so many other things on their menu, and their teriyaki kebab is amazing. So we went there also for all these birthdays that we're celebrating. So we went to the loading chute, and their prime rib is.
So the loading chute, so now you got with the barbecues, so you also have Ian McPhee's. Ian McPhee's in the loading chute and the Long Branch.
Okay.
Or Cool Hand Luke's.
Okay.
But the loading chute is a amazing restaurant.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like, because it's starting to get packed out there. It's lots and lots of people are starting to go there. And I don't know if it's the locals that are getting squeezed out of here and going that direction. But the loading chute, they make, their indoor grill, which that's pretty awesome. You can be in the restaurant hanging out, he's over there barbecuing, right there underneath the hood. And you get, you walk out of there and you're just like, that was a cool experience.
Right.
So.
And all their desserts are homemade.
Yeah.
So, they have their huge, like everybody, we had 13 of us having dinner, and, like their mud pie, this huge coffee ice cream mud pie thing, and they're all homemade.
Yeah, and what I like about both of those places out there, they're not overly expensive.
No.
You go to a restaurant, and you walk out of there with, a family of, 4 or 5.
Right.
Maybe a couple drinks or whatever and burgers and whatever, and you walk out of there at $300, you're like, holy crap. But you go to the loading chute or the Long Branch and
right.
Cool Hand Luke's, you walk out of there and you've just spent, 150, bucks, maybe 200 if you got a little crazy, but still, it's not like,
No,
expensive.
I feel like we're in a good area for that. Like the restaurants haven't really, we're not like in LA. Where
not all of them. Some of them are kind of putting in there. But yeah, so that's good. And that's really good. So speaking of what's happening around here, so Eric, what do we got going on? Let's we're gonna wait for Safety Fest with Lori, which is calling in about 2 minutes. So real quick, let's
go through the fair. You want to do the fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a new concert coming in.
So we got the fair. Yeah, Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar.
So they just announced Sammy Hagar, and you know how old Sammy Hagar is?
Yes.
He's like 75 years old.
Yes.
So, and he's still rocking. He's still jamming. How many 75-year-old people do you know that are
Sammy Hagar?
Exactly. This guy's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how old he was until my cousin's been very adamant about wanting to go to Cabo because he has that gosh, what is that? Cabo Wabo? His rum.
Yeah.
But he also has a resort, in Cabo. It's Sammy Hagar of some sort. So, but it wasn't until we kind of started talking about, going down there. It's like, how old is this guy? He's like 72, 73.
Right.
I think he's like 75 years old.
It doesn't surprise me. he's been making music for over 30 years.
And I think that's probably half the battle is staying active.
Right. You're not, if he's not doing music, what's he doing?
Right.
It's...
So I guess the moral of the story is if you guys are pushing your age, you guys retire, don't just go to your couch and watch TV all day long, okay? Because guess what happens? There is no sustainability to that, and you know what's going to happen, right? You got to get your ass up and be active, and go do fun stuff, and you'll live forever. That's my whole plan. I'm going to live forever.
And look at where we live. There's not any shortage of something to do with your time.
Right.
And you can start making your own alcohol because we have so much of that.
Yes, I like this.
So when he retires,
Well, I'm gonna start making.
"All right, kid, we're gonna start making beer."
How about let's take your shots, okay? But what were those called again?
The green tea shot.
Yeah, green tea shots. So we're gonna not tell anybody what they're called, and we're gonna come up. It's gonna be called "What's Up North County Shot."
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you got green for Templeton.
Green for
And you got
Templeton.
alcohol, which is alcohol.
It's alcohol.
And we're just going to call it the What's Up North County shots.
What's Up North
Okay, we're not
County?
going to, and so somebody, like, oh, this is a green. No, this is not called a green. And maybe we'll add something to just make it our own.
Yes.
Maybe a flavor of we'll put a piece of bacon in it or something.
Oh yeah, I mean bacon. You can't go
Okay.
wrong with bacon.
We have Lori Bryant on the phone. Lori, are you there? Lori, are you there? Hello, Lori.
No, Lori? Well, let's go to commercial real quick, and then we'll get that figured out, and we'll come back, and we'll have Lori Bryant on with Slow County News.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
Welcome back to What's Up North County Morning Brew, and we've got everything figured out for the most part, but excuse me, we have Lori Bryant on the phone with Slow County News. Lori, good morning and welcome back.
Good morning. I thought you guys got hit by lightning.
No, it wasn't that wild? I mean,
Oh my gosh, it wasn't here so bad, but boy, South got just slammed. Carissa Plains and all, I guess you guys got a great light show.
wow. Yeah, it's well, we kept seeing a little flash, kind of like out of the corner of our eye last night, going, is that lightning? You don't know. It's because you didn't really hear anything, but it was just like quicker. I guess there was a huge light show, like you said, up and over the hills the other direction. So
Yeah, they got San Luis and all of them got a great show, but we didn't get much here. We got some rain. That was about it.
right. Well, awesome. Well, so you had 2 weeks off, which was as Eric traveled across the country. But
Chasing lions.
right, so chasing lions and snakes and all that good stuff. But you guys just did the Safety Fest last weekend. How was that?
It was amazing. It was so much fun. And again, we can't, a huge shout out to you for the pop-up from your customs store. It's beautiful. And thank you so much, Randy. You
Awesome.
got it
Yeah,
in
thank you.
Just in time.
Perfect. But how was the event? A lot of people there I saw, and a lot of good information given out to people.
Absolutely. It was a great turnout. It wasn't too hot. It was a little toasty at the end, but the people showed up out of everywhere. I think everyone had a good time. Everyone I talked to got great information. The canine demonstration was amazing once again. And we also had the taco eating contest from Lorena. That was fun to watch.
Taco eating contest. Well, I didn't hear about that. What was that all about?
Okay, so they put I don't know how many tacos are in this pan, and it's whoever can eat it the fastest.
Wow. Well, so it's kind of like a taco fest / safety fest all merged together.
I would have won.
Yeah, they had great vendors. They had great demonstrations. The fire department was there. The SWAT team was there. Everybody was there that it was safety. And it's such a good informational for adults and the children. You can't beat it. And it was a great weekend for it. It was a great turnout. Once again, the Safety Fest committee was amazing. And we've got tons of pictures on our wall if you guys want them from Trish. It was just a really good time.
And I think it also gives the opportunity for like these law enforcement agencies to kind of, do some reach out, some recruiting, because I know they're, a lot of these officers and paramedics and, they're getting to that part where they're retiring. And, there's definitely a shortage of people coming back in behind them. So
almost every department is hiring from what I see.
Yeah. So
almost every department is hiring. So yeah, if you're interested, this is the time.
Awesome.
They're getting bonuses and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's just the whole Safety Fest is just it's a fun event, and it's informational, and it's just a nice way to see who our responders are and how awesome they are and what they do. I'm so grateful that they started putting this on. And you've got CERT there. You've got all kinds of opportunities for the community to get involved with their community, volunteer-wise as well. So, I mean, yeah, I can't plug it enough. We've been there both years, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool.
The other thing I just wanted to shout out real quick is that there is a large power outage east of us, from Shandon all the way to Carissa Plains, from a transformer that blew up. So if your power is out, that's why. There is still some forecasted lightning this morning, again, but mostly east it looks like. But that's it. I mean, we don't have any wrecks on the roadway on our side. We're looking good, and just be careful when you're going in.
I understand yesterday we had something, Eric, a motorcycle.
We had a car crash in Main Street, Templeton. We had a car crash.
Oh yeah, those are cars, right?
A pretty good side. It looked like you hit a parked car.
Wow.
Yeah, Main and First.
Yes.
Huh.
That was yesterday. Yeah. I didn't hear of any injuries at all. There was a couple bad accidents this last weekend, but there was one fatality out on Pozo Road. But right now we're looking okay. There a lot went on while you guys have been on vacation. That's all I'm saying. We had a bear. We had a real bear, Eric.
I didn't have to go to Africa.
Right? For
we did our own safari right here in Pasadena, California.
all this stuff that was going on, it's we take 2 weeks off and then everything happens and then we're back to it's pretty quiet, nothing's happening. But
I saw last night from what everybody all I posted was there's some lighting, and everybody was like, some.
yeah, it from what I saw this morning, I mean, there was some pretty big shows. I never really heard the thunder though. All I saw was just the flashes.
I didn't see anything. So, but I mean, I guess there was a couple blips here, but it was mostly, South County, over the hill got a great show, and Carissa Plains. I mean, we were showing the blips on the radar, and it was just boom, 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 boom. So it was pretty awesome. I mean, that doesn't happen here often, and no fires of it, thank goodness. So that's the good news.
Well, we get to keep those fingers crossed on that for the next, 3 months. So,
yeah.
Awesome.
I tell you, the CDF is on it this year. They're on it. There's even like a little fire, and you've got everybody going. We did have a fire at the recycle center over the weekend, in Templeton. Well, I guess it's considered Paso, but it's really Templeton to me. And it re-caught the next day, but they got it out. But that was pretty big. They had to pull all the recycle stuff out of the thing.
Wow.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot went on. Like, I could be here for 20 minutes telling you everything that went on while you guys were on vacation.
Well, we'll just start from yesterday and move forward.
That sounds great to me. And don't forget, today's going to have some spotted rain and stuff like that. So if you're driving, just be aware. Awesome.
Well, Lori, we appreciate you. We appreciate you calling in the morning. I know this takes, your time, as you always have none available, but we appreciate you spending a little bit for us.
Hey, you guys are awesome. And Eric, welcome back home. Your videos were incredible. Thank you so much for sharing them. That was just, it's like now on my bucket list to go there.
You gotta go. You gotta go. It's beautiful.
And just know that Randy was holding down the fort. He was all over the place.
Yeah,
he was sending me text pictures of him drunk, so I don't know.
Yeah, some of the ones we couldn't post.
Well, I'm sure.
Awesome.
Well, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, Lori.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Lori Bryant, Slow County News. Always there to bring us the news and bring us the information that we need. So 28,000 followers. Go there and follow Slow County News because, like I said, they're able to bring out some good. And they have these. I mean, they're like non-paid, reporters.
Right.
That's all over the county.
All over.
Taking pictures. At the scene of these. Accidents. I mean, it has no pay. I mean, they just do it for the love of it,
Right.
and it's amazing, all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah. So I don't know if I don't know. I mean, she's like, Lori's hardcore.
Okay.
So I think, have you ever seen like, what was that? Have you ever seen Hall Pass?
Yes.
The movie with
Yeah.
who is it? Owen Wilson and, anyways, so Hall
Yes.
Pass. Remember when they go into that house of their friends, and he has this like war room,
Yes.
with all the videos. I feel like Lori Bryant has that at her house. I feel like she has this like war room that is just like scanners and CBs and just
Right.
this, hold like. Like the whole house like shuts down to where she could be in there. So that's the kind of level of professionalism that Lori brings to Slow County News.
That's great.
So Lori, thank you so much for that.
Thank
What
you.
you guys do over there. So it's like, all right, guys, get here to the war room. 5 minutes, and they just like they're like
And they're there.
like superheroes.
Yeah.
I have pictures of the safety fair. You want to see them?
Yeah.
I have a picture. So here's the safety fair, and you can see over on the right-hand side, there's Slow County News.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
see it?
got so the safety fair, the safety fest. That was I think next year that we should probably be there, maybe with them.
Let's go live.
Yeah, go live there. Because again, this is one of those things to where it wasn't heavily promoted per se, but there's just another example of so much stuff that goes on in the North County that a lot of people are not privy to.
Right.
So I'm sure there's a lot of car shows that people aren't privy to. Everybody likes car shows.
Right.
I mean, who doesn't like to go look at cool looking cars? It's like rodeos. It's like
Right.
there's a lot of money invested.
Yeah.
The car show. I know you're really into the the cars and the shows, and there's a lot of money, time spent on these things.
Yes.
And that's your time to showcase what you've done to them.
So this weekend was the Pismo car show.
Okay.
And my mom had got a spot in front of the new Pismo sign. So they're
with a car?
With a car.
Okay.
Because they had a row of cars in front of the new big lights. Very cool. My mom's car has been in the shop for months. So they took my dad's 65 GTO and it's parked in front of this Pismo sign. It was very neat. But Pismo is one of the biggest car shows on the Central Coast. People come from all over and spend so much money and have $1 million cars. So anyway, because we're in softball and on a traveling all-star team, I don't get to do a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm taking care of my daughter. I'm doing,
Right.
what she wants to do. And that. So, but I had pictures from that. My parents were like, okay, here's our car in front of this. So neat.
Yeah.
And so the car show itself, they posted some aerial shots, and you can see because they posted, and so you can see my dad's GTO in front of the Pismo sign. It's very neat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went down to the rodeo, of course, we're waiting for,
Traffic.
The traffic wasn't that bad because I think we were right. I don't know if you heard about it, but there was a motorcycle accident at the south end of Atascadero.
Okay.
That I guess the bike wobbled and they just fell off.
And they fell off because there was a passenger on the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were right behind that. So
Okay.
I think that's why the traffic wasn't as bad as we got into Pismo.
Okay.
But the traffic parked around, like if you're going through Pismo, I mean, people were parked up on side of the mountain. Like, 4-wheel drives were backed up. And it was just, I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot of people. And then you looked over to the right and it was just like, like ants.
Yeah.
There's thousands and thousands of people. Yeah. It was insane. It was insane. But, like, again, that's what we live in. We live in this area that there's so much stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
You figure, okay, Sammy Hagar. I bet people didn't know that Sammy Hagar was, going to be
Coming
here.
to the fair.
Okay, I bet they didn't know about Safety Fest last weekend. So did you know about, there's a trampoline park that there's a couple that is going to be opening in Paso Robles.
Yep.
How cool is that? That's great for kids. The little trampoline park. So local altitude trampoline park in Paso Robles. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they have pitchers of beer. So then that way we can jump around from, trampoline to trampoline, and just so much fun.
Yes, trampoline parks are amazing, and the North County has needed one for some time. And I'm glad that a family is able to do it, but my husband is very sad because we weren't the family to do it, because my husband's been talking about it for 10 years.
Oh, see, you guys just pulled the trigger on that.
It's like, okay, well, we're thinking about like the cost of the insurances, but you've got to have a good location. You hire local kids to help run it, right? You get high schoolers that are looking for part-time jobs, things like that, to help manage. So it's so good for the community and for these young kids to have a safe place to play, because there's not much here. Mm-hmm. We've got a bounce house in Atascadero, which is great for the littles. We've got batting cages in Templeton and Morro Bay, but there's not a lot of, and skate parks, but there's not really a lot that's dedicated to, not like this.
Right.
So it's very exciting to see that they're going to open something for the kids.
Awesome.
The adults, I don't know about the drinking while you're doing it, because you can get hurt so bad.
Well, you can't be drinking as you're jumping up. I mean, that would be...
Why not?
That would be a little difficult.
What's wrong with you guys?
I mean, you have to be super skilled.
You're going to be doing backflips with your beer in your hand, okay?
I'd do it.
You have to be super skilled in order for that to happen.
Right.
But can it happen? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, well, awesome. Well, let's go to another commercial, and then we will wrap up the Morning Brew show here on Tuesday, June 5th. We'll be right back.
We don't just serve it up. We roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up. All in Atascadero.
All right, welcome back to What's Up North County Morning Brew on this Tuesday morning, June 6th, not the 5th.
The 6th.
As Melissa, thank you for correcting me on that. So I get lost in the days. I really do.
They're all the same.
Every day, it's like have you ever seen Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray?
Yes.
I swear to God, I live in Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same. It's like, do the same thing, go to bed, wake up, do the same thing, go to bed. Except for the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks since Eric was gone,
right?
It was kind of some changing up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
you were coming here every day. You were doing normal stuff.
Right. Well, I know as soon as I leave here, I'm heading to the office. So yeah. I was dragging a little bit more, for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I got to hang out with my grandson.
Bit. Yeah.
He actually came out in the gym and worked out with me a couple times. So it's
You sent me pictures of you drinking Bloody Marys in the morning. I don't know about that.
Yeah. That was I was having a business meeting.
Okay.
At a business meeting with a potential client and sponsor, Eric, while I was working while you were off, chasing animals in Africa.
Okay.
So, but anyways, so we have something else cool that's coming to Templeton. So Templeton, we are opening up a North County Templeton. What's up, North County Mercantile with Escalar Wines wine tasting room inside the office. So this is going to be located at the south end of Main Street, right across from the sheriff's station, right next door to Miller Drilling.
Oh, okay. I know exactly.
So if for the locals, where the old Susie's dog grooming used to be. So that's where we're going to be opening up that July 1st. So our whole idea is to get some vendors in there.
Okay.
So that way, because we don't want to, it's not going to be like, we want to have the tasting room, the Escalar Wines, and then everything else in there, local vendors that make their, whether it's jewelry, honeys, seasoning, candles,
postcards,
exactly,
stuff that comes from North County.
Postcard, that's a good one.
Yes.
Like hand-drawn postcards and stuff like that?
Or like, I know a lot of photographers that do like pictures of Morro Bay and, whatever.
Yeah.
So that do that they make postcards. So, but there are people that do the hand-drawn ones too.
Oh, that's a good one. So that's the whole idea is we're going to have and then we'll be able to promote our sponsors from the location as well.
Okay.
We're going to obviously do some recording, from the location.
Yes.
So it'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun to see what you guys do with that, especially with it being at a tasting room, because you'll just be drunk the whole time.
I think so. Yeah. We're definitely going to do a afternoon cocktail show, from the tasting room.
Okay.
And I think people will be more like, especially like the locals, like say before Barrel House has their concerts, maybe we can get, we can pull them. Hey, listen, guys, you guys are literally like 2 minutes away.
Right.
Come over to the studio, our satellite studio at the wine tasting, at the tasting room, and come over and let's just chat real quick. We'll have some wine.
Right.
We'll talk about what you got going on, and then, you get out of here.
That sounds pretty cool.
But we also we're going to have a grand opening, right? It's going to be an invitational, but it's going to be a grand opening in July, hopefully, the end of July. I'm hoping.
Yeah, so that's going to be super cool. But I think the cool part is
you should wait till I get back.
When do you get back? Oh, maybe we have a little car show too.
We are going to have a car show. I talked to a gentleman yesterday about it. We're going to have cars there, music.
Okay.
We're going to have music cars. We're going to do a paella. We're going to cook paella.
I know it. I know some people with some cars.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, how cool of a location is this? Because literally, that's just a billboard right there in the morning and or afternoons, probably and on the weekends of any time in Templeton.
Right.
So there's cars there are, so that way we're going to be able to promote, with jewelry, with all these people that are, part of our vendors. We're only having a few of them. So if you guys are interested.
Like when they do the cruise nights in Templeton, they're going to want to go farther down the street to go past you guys to be like, hey, we're on TV or whatever. If you guys set up something like that, because that's just one night a month.
Yeah, that's
but I don't know.
I don't know if they go down that far. I think they turn around by
Roosters.
Is that where they turn around right there?
I think they'll come that far down to see us.
They just do that loop.
That's what I was thinking, that they would come down. Well, or they would start there, hang out, have some drinks.
Parade. We got the parade coming up.
The parade is coming up.
So I don't know if we can talk to the committee as far as getting the parade to go down and loop around the bridge to come back around, but like I said, that might be a big undertaking.
The parade in Templeton is so long.
Yeah.
And cars like overheat and...
I know. Yeah, but hopefully, fingers crossed. We've been in this huge heat wave for the last 10 years.
Right.
Every 4th of July has been a scorcher. So hopefully if it's like last weekend, it'll be nice and cool.
Right.
It won't be too crazy.
It won't be too crazy.
So, and the cars won't overheat. And, maybe we should get a What's Up North County float. and we just basically be live on the float. Is that a possibility, Eric?
We'll come back to that because
we're gonna come back to that question,
because there's the people that do the judging, so you don't want to do their job. You just want to be cool and like talk to the people, and be a part of it.
Right, have people come up onto the float,
like,
hey, real quick
throughout the thing. You can interview people, or
that would be cool.
I don't know. That's pretty neat.
All right, Eric, we're gonna have to figure that one out. There, we put out a lot of good ideas, and most of the time it's like, damn it, why do we do that? Because now it's just
stick, some do not.
Yeah, you just gotta start throwing. You just gotta throw the mud and see where it sticks.
Yes.
So awesome. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for coming on the show again.
Thanks for having me, Randy and Eric.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you flow well. You flow well. You know a lot about the community. You're embedded into your own route of the North County.
Yep.
So you're able to bring out some more information. You've lived here, all your life.
Yes.
You're in the community. You're in the business. Of knowing the community and the people and things happening. So it just works out good.
No, it's super great, and always a pleasure to be on the show and to see what we're talking about. I love it.
Yeah, we'll have to I'm going to have your dad on here one time as a co-host. He's such a funny guy.
Oh,
I mean, I tell you, when you guys left, I told Eric, I said, I didn't see that at all.
Okay, so my dad, to be fair, he thought that it was being recorded to show later. He did not know it was live. And he's a little hard of hearing.
Oh,
so
my
he
God.
did great for.
My God, I had a great time.
He did great. Yeah.
Oh, I had a great time. I mean, he's just comical.
Yes.
I mean,
He's a good guy.
It was just fun. And that's what this is all about. It's about, being raw, and not being scripted and just kind of shooting from the hip and, having fun.
Yeah.
So,
like you said, what sticks?
Yeah, exactly. So. Melissa, thank you so much. Really appreciate it for coming on the show. Thank you for being our co-host.
Yeah.
And we thank you for being our sponsor as well.
Yes, thank you.
No.
So, well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to What's Up North County Morning Brew. And as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Esclar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Story Termite Pest Control, El Red Rooster, Pacific 805 Spas, Airflow Filter Services, Kennedy Club Fitness, Pass Robles Furniture, Amy and Jamie's Place, and 5-Star Rain Gutters, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
We don't just serve it up, we roast it, distill it, brew it, craft it, crank it, bake it, make it, perfect it, cure it, paint it, live it, breathe it, and then we serve it up, all in Atascadero.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.